What's up, everybody? Hey. So my name is Ruben Garcia. Okay, number one. If you're not on, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and search for me real quick if you don't mind. Ruben Garcia. Add me as a friend, along with Proven by Ruben. Along with Proven by Ruben. I'll just give you a second to do that real quick. That's what I'm talking about. Well, you're gonna need that here in a second. You're gonna need. Hey, Mike. It's a bomb picture up there on the second floor. If you want to get that, yeah. All right. So who likes free stuff? Raise your hand. Only half? All right, I'm going to have to say it again. All right, who likes free stuff? Raise your hand. Yeah, I figure most people like free stuff. All right, cool. So here's the deal. If you take a picture of me up here and use the hashtag Proven by Ruben and post it on your social media, I'm going to give you a free t-shirt. Now, not just any free t-shirt, all right? It could be this one, Don't Suck at Life. But it could also be your state, whatever state you live in, and it's going to say real estate in the middle. All right? It's a cool shirt, super comfortable, and lead generating while you don't even have to talk. Have you had compliments? Has it started conversations? Awesome. Should we get a free t-shirt? I don't care if my face is like halfway because I was talking. Post it. Hashtag Proven by Ruben. I'm all for it. Huh? Literally pointing at nothing. But I'm okay with that. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover a few things very quickly because I'd like to almost turn it into a Q&A to ensure that you guys get the most value. Is that okay with you guys? Yes or yes? Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so there's a few reasons why I even got onto social media. I wasn't on social media until I got into real estate. All right? As soon as I got into real estate, I knew two things with social media that really, really attracted me. Y'all guys want to hear it? You guys want to hear it? I need energy. You guys want to hear it? Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. Number one was leverage. Who likes leverage? Raise your hand. Leverage. So tell me this. If you post a picture, if you post a video, does it continually have the conversation for you after you've posted it? Are other people looking at your stuff while you're here enjoying this beautiful time in this beautiful house? Yes or yes? Correct. So it's leverage for you. And how much did you pay for that? Sure, you did pay a little bit of time. But since it keeps having a conversation for you, I mean, for years, right? And that's a form of leverage that I truly enjoyed, so I wanted to do it. And number two, reach. There's more reach that I can get with social media than just walking around my neighborhood and hoping I catch someone mowing a lawn, right? And having a conversation with them. I can have reach all over the world, all over the world with social media. So those are the two things that truly, truly attracted me to social media, all right? So if you're taking notes, right? SIP. It's an acronym. S-I-P. So everybody's about to take a sip of social media. I actually made this on the plane here because I wanted to sip. All right. So the first one, here's my presentation. S. S. All right, so here's the deal. Humans are attracted to storytelling. Before TV, before radio, what did we used to do? Sit around the fire. And what did we used to do when we were sitting around the fire? We told stories. Why? Do what? You get attention? But what else? We can do that tonight. Enjoy each other, right? We get to tell our stories. We get to tell our life. We get to tell cool things that happened to us when we were a kid or whatever that might be. But what happens is we get so engaged into the story. The best speakers in the world, they're telling stories the whole time. Listen to them. Because you guys are engaged the whole time. Like, I wonder how this is going to end. We're very, very, very attracted to storytelling. And the reason why I say that is because the whole trick to social media is just tell your story. That's it. Or for me, there's really no trick to it. All I do is take a picture or record what's going on in my daily life. Do you have to tell do you hide your failures throughout the day? Yes or no? No. Why wouldn't you hide your failures?
You want to be perceived as real and authentic.
Sure. And do we all have failures? Is it part of your story? Then tell your story. That was a big, big thing for me. I didn't have to get strategic. All I had to do was tell my story. Cool? Yes or yes? No? Yes? I say yes or yes. All right. And the next one, what letter are we on? I. So, oh, thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. I. We're on I now. And the I is for interaction. You can use social media to interact. Now, the way that we do this is, how would you do this? How would you do this? If you were to post something, you were to do a video, how do you get people to interact with you on social media instead of just keep scrolling? Ask a question. That's it. I guess the main point of me standing up here and giving you this acronym, I want to tell you how easy it is to just start posting on social media and start interacting. Who's on Instagram? Raise your hand. Who's following me on Instagram? Raise your hand. All right, the rest of y'all, follow me on Proven by Ruben. And the reason I say that is because you're going to see an example of how I do social media. I do polls on there. I do quizzes on there. But I want people interacting. I want people to say yes to me in that second so I can take more mind share, because if you take mind share, you take correct. So there's a way to interact on there as well, which I absolutely love. And the P. Who's ready to pee? Thanks. Who's ready to pee? That's what I'm talking about. So P is something that we've been, and this ties into the agent attraction thing. This has been a game changer for me. What we started doing for every friend, when you get a friend request, what do you usually do? Well, let's do this. Who's on Facebook? Raise your hand. Cool. All right, everybody's there. So when you get a friend request, what do? You go to their profile, and if they pass the bill, what do you do? Accept them, and then what do? Huh? I recruit them. And then what do? That's it, right? So the big game changer for us lately on the agent attraction, really, so I call it talent. We're looking for admin that might not even be licensed. Literally, I'm just looking for talent all the time because I love being in business with talent. What we've started doing is private message. As soon as we get a friend request and they do pass the bill and we're good to go, I send them a friend request. Or excuse me, I send them a private message. You know what that private message says? Literally, it's just the same script that I keep setting appointments on over and over and over and over and over. Thanks for connecting! Exclamation mark, because I'm happy. Right? Curious. Everybody just, hey, they're about to answer you if you're just curious, right? So curious. I'm not trying to recruit your wife. That looks.
He's coming at all angles.
Yeah. Which I do the happy birthday thing. But was it cool? It was so cool. Yeah. Curious, comma, what had you reach out? Question mark. And that's it. So thanks for the connection, exclamation mark, because I'm happy. Curious, comma, what had you reach out? Literally. I can't tell you how many appointments I've set off that one question. Because did they reach out to you for a reason? Are most people shy to start the conversation? Start it for them. Exclamation mark again. No, question mark. Yeah. I do a question mark. Absolutely. And a smiley face.
How often do you post?
Whenever my story says post. So, so
You post 2 or 3 times a day?
way more than that. But the post, my most post is on Instagram stories. Why? Because I'm telling a story. That's the whole point. So I don't do a lot of pictures and stuff on social or Facebook, although it may come across that way. I do talk about the wins, and I do talk about the failures, and I talk about all the great things that may be happening in my life, both personal and professional. But the biggest win that you can do is just tell your lifestyle, the way you live, who you are. Because it's like, I think it's a Disney quote. It says something like, be who you are and say what you feel, because the ones who mind don't matter. And the ones who matter don't mind. Just be your damn self and just tell your story. So I post a lot on the story section, but in terms of Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, just whenever I feel like it's going to be good content.
Quick videos, or do you do posts?
Both. So Facebook, why would you do Facebook Live? All you got to do is do it. Yeah.
It's engaging. People all, like, if you're on live, people that want to connect with you and that don't really very often, they're going to comment, say, hey, how you doing? Or this is really cool what you're doing, and blah blah blah. It's a great way to have that engagement that you're looking for.
Exactly. And why does?
In real time.
Yeah. And do you think? By the way, who hits stop when they mess up on their videos and redoes it? Redo it? Never. Keep going. Always keep going. Why? Again, Jordan, why do we tell our failures? Shows that you're real. Go for it. And that's why I wanted to make most of this Q&A to ensure that you guys... So everyone go to Instagram. Everyone go to Instagram, please.
This is the one that yesterday. Can you show me the story on the Facebook?
They do, after 24 hours. Everyone go to Instagram. Tell me when you're there. It's the colorful camera. Holy moly! All right, we're gonna have a session afterwards as well if you want it.
Yeah, how often do you check it? You're gonna have to give us like basic rules for idiots.
Okay. Oh, turn on your phone. Once you see.
So how we search for you?
Well, are you on Instagram? Is everybody on Instagram? All right. At the top, at the very top, you're going to see a plus sign with a square. Do y'all see the plus sign with the square? Oh, so usually apples are at the bottom. It's usually at the bottom with apples. So I'm on Android. Well, don't search me yet. I'm going step by step through this story thing. Wow. All right, I'm gonna have to run around. Y'all good? All right. So do you see at the bottom, again, I'm on an Android. It may look a little bit different on the iPhone, but at the bottom it says post. So scroll sideways until it has story. Now your camera is engaged, is it not? So take a picture of me. Hold on. I don't know. I wish I had like a bunny. People are really going to ask, like, what the hell is this guy doing? Did you take a picture? Just take a picture. It could be whatever. I'm sorry. So, you guys got the picture? Everybody got the picture? By the way, you're about to tell your story. That's it. This is all you guys do. Don't overthink what you're doing. Do you see at the bottom it says your stories? Click it. Or push it. You're done. That's it. So now, what it does, it will. If you say if you want it to, it will. It will automatically share it to your Facebook. So this is a lot to cover in 30 minutes. That's why I just said. But basically, that's. How do you guys? Is everyone good on that? I know we just kind of jumped right into just the story of IG. Are you guys good back there? That's it. Yes. Okay, sure. So the big private message has been huge for me, which is curious, what had you reach out? That's been huge for me. Another thing is, while you're telling your story, is to do a poll on Instagram stories. So what you guys just did at the top, or maybe to the left now, what you're going to do is you're going to just have fun with it. Maybe I'll show you later, but a poll. No. Remember? I can't get on Clubhouse. Yeah, so I can't do that. So with the polls, I'll ask a question on the poll, on the poll, and basically it's a yes or no, right? But I take off yes and I take off no. So the yes is absolutely, I'll change it to something like that. But I never want them to say no to me, ever. So I put tell me more, always. So if they engage with me, then they're going to say yes to whatever I've asked them to do, or they're going to say tell me more. What does that do? It engages them, and then now I'm in conversation with them. By the way, anybody that I have a conversation with on here, number one goal is to take them off of social media and put them in my database. So I need their name and number. That's the goal. Hey, what's the best number to reach you at? You're good. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ruben, what was the question that you hit him with when you first respond back to the friend request?
Thanks for the connection. Exclamation mark. Curious, comma.
I know you're on my account, but just maybe walk.
Curious, comma. What had you reach out? I can't tell you how many appointments we set on that.
Yeah, keep it simple. Right?
Yeah, and I'm just curious. I set an appointment today for an agent that's curious about EXP today.
So do a video of how you use check Micah's phone at the little Mastermind and have fun with it.
Do what? All right, so. Oh, okay. So that's me running this morning. I'm out of breath and I'm saying how I saw an armadillo. I'm just being me, and people are liking it. Let's see. Workout's not done yet. Oh, that's the music. So you can add music and all that other stuff. Yeah. So it's probably very slow because it's an iPhone, and that's why. Guys, I'm just telling my story. And we're having, anyways, it just keeps going and going. Look, that lineup though, and of course I'm just showing the leadership and the executive team that we're going to be talking to today. Someone's stock in our downline that posted it. She's been in for 2 years, I think. So almost $200,000 in stock in 2 years. This convo is like, whoa. Yeah. Right? We have some of the best proximity with our EXP group or partnership. Do people want to be in proximity to people who are making moves? It's weird that we have the best proximity here. Oh, that's just the president of EXP, whatever. But, I mean, it's nothing but a picture. Look, president of EXP Global, former senior VP of Realogy. Realogy owns CB, Century 21, ERA, Better Homes and Garden, etc. Just in case you didn't know. But, oh, where is he now? This actually worked really well because I'll do it. Yeah, by the way, thank you for that. So here's the deal. Thumbnails are important on YouTube, right? That's what I just did. So when you do your stories, make sure that first beginning to the video looks like it's going to be kind of interesting. Because on your Facebook or on your Instagram, they're going to see the beginning of the story. So make it, you'll see me sometimes, like I'll start videos like, and then I'll just say, so today's just a crazy day. Like, because, or like there's one I pretend like I was going to fall downstairs at our office or the lender's office. You can leverage the lender's office, right? Being with EXP. No overhead. But anyways, but you gotta, see? Anyways, that is why I do that. So thank you whoever said that, because that's the reason why I literally set my hand there to just do that. Oh, they're just watching a movie. No. I'm like, cool, this is the movie theater. So I didn't get any weird stuff that he said, because he said, you were like dropping stuff. I was like, man, I don't know if the masses want to hear that, so I would delete it, but I got you on some good stuff right here. International blah, blah, blah. He's killing it. You kept saying, da-da-da, you get stock. Da-da-da, you get stock. And so that's why, listen. And I kept focusing in like every time. Yeah. So Mike over here tagging me, so I kept resharing it. Remember? He asked me a question. I was like, I took a picture of you. So here's what got me in trouble right here. But no, I stopped. I wasn't doing it anymore at that time. But see, that's that picture. That's where I ran up there, and that's all cool bird. Come on. He was, yeah, and I was like, oh, it's so cool. But like, so I guess moral of the story, be you. I'm telling you, the people that like your energy and who you are, they'll attract you. Or they'll be attracted to you and follow your story. And those are, by the way, are those the people you want to surround yourself with anyways? Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yes,
on the story compared to just regular Instagram posts.
Yes.
Obviously, your stories go away after 24 hours. When people are following you and they want to go back and search you and things like that, they're not going to see this, right? So do you do a combination of both? Or what are you posting on your actual Instagram compared, obviously you're telling stories. I guess what's the purpose of a story if it's not going to stay? I guess is my main question.
So there's
what's the value in it?
It's
visibility.
Very real-time storytelling. So I don't take a picture in front of a Lambo and say, oh man, I think I made it.
So it's for the people who are actively following, engaged in Instagram
they're following
on a daily
my
basis,
story.
right? Not the people who just go on there and scroll through and go back and
The
search.
stories always populate at the top.
Correct.
So if you're constantly posting stories, you're always going to have visibility on that top.
Why do you
I see
think?
his every day because he's
Versus-
like always right.
Versus you got 5,000 friends, you might see 50 of their posts
I see what you're saying.
because you have too many friends.
And why does
Story
Facebook?
lasts.
Why does Facebook? And by the way, LinkedIn just jumped on this too. But why does Facebook, Instagram? Why do they put that front and center? Why do they put the stories at the
Instagram
top?
was actually going to go down until stories came up.
Yeah. Well, they wanted to take market share from Snapchat
Right.
that had 10-second, 15-second videos. They're like, cool, we can do that. And by the way, no one uses Snapchat. Well, not that I know of. Use Snapchat. So they took the market from us, what they did. But the reason why they have the circles at the top and they want you to engage is because it's video. So if you're engaging on video, are you on the app longer? Does that increase revenue for ads for their company? Of course it does.
Yes.
That's why.
Oh, that airplane up there.
Gotcha.
That's why they put it front and center. And that's why Facebook Live, it alerts everybody. They want you on the app.
And you're sharing that to your Facebook Live or story as well?
I don't know how you use
share
it.
the story part of it? So if you do an Instagram story, you share it to Facebook, it goes to the story part of Facebook, right?
Oh my God, I got 10 minutes.
So you don't want
Yes, it
Facebook
does.
Live to be real long, right?
Do
You want
what?
it to be Facebook Live. You want it to be shorter, right? You don't want that to be super long.
So I don't care.
You go
Because I'm
ahead.
just telling my story.
If the story's good, then you keep going.
I'll just keep going. If it's short, then it's short. I don't overcomplicate it. And that's why I think I do fine at it. I just do me. I tell my story. It's a place to interact. And we did put in the private messaging right now that's working very well for us.
Question.
Go for it. You're very welcome.
I was way off on the 2 or 3 posts today, by the way. But like, how many likes do you get, or how do you track? Hey, this is working, or how do you know?
So, great question. On story, so I'll do stories and then I'll do the likes. On stories, you could swipe up. If this was my phone, I could swipe up and you can see all the people who have watched your video along with their name. So if I keep seeing them watch my videos, I message them. It's like, hey, what was the stupidest thing you saw me do today?
Oh, I love
And
that.
that's exactly, if I can answer that, that's exactly what Hamidi and I do for attraction. We can tell repeatedly who is watching our stuff, and then also who's liking and commenting on our pictures. And that's who we're reaching out to.
But you can't see that on the regular post. You can't see.
Unless they like it.
Right.
But you can see who's
Can I
viewing
answer
the
this?
stories.
If you guys do want to start tracking more data, you can move your profile from a personal profile to a public figure or a business, and you can start tracking people or tracking that data on the actual post, not just on the stories. So you can see like who's shared. Like I would post a picture of myself, and you know that little mail icon that showed, which basically means like someone shared your post to something. Yeah, it doesn't tell you who shared it, but now I can see like when I post a picture,
Can you go to my
some
Facebook?
weird people. I would get like 3 people sharing
I
my
don't even know how to
post
get out of there. There's no
to
back
somebody
button on
in
an
your,
iPhone.
you know, so it's really helpful.
I just changed
He said there's no back button.
On an iPhone,
You
what is that?
He is.
I did, and then like contacts came up.
Back button.
All right, so here's my page. Let's see, I'm gonna scroll down. So just so you see the idea of the post. Oh, Facebook Live. Where else How long is that video? It's probably 4 minutes this morning. Where else?
What's going on there?
This guy.
Calisthenics.
Where else can I stand in front of 229 people for 4 minutes?
Just because I'm dancing.
Yeah. Of course. That's the only reason.
It's going viral though.
Where else can I stand in front of 206? Like, if you just look at that as leverage, that I did a 8-minute video here, and really, if I look at it, I was on stage with 268 people that were watching.
Right.
Leverage. And how much did I pay for it? $344. These are actually lower as usual. But do you guys? I guess I just wanted to kind of show you that real quick.
Question.
And Ruben, you don't have to do the
Go
full
for it.
30 minutes. I just like.
I wanted to do the whole thing.
Oh, you want to? Just saying. Because you said I didn't know.
Really good.
I didn't know if
Besides,
10
some of
minutes
y'all
was
might
enough
not
or
take
not
pictures
enough
yet.
time.
Do what?
I didn't know when you said 10 minutes if that was enough or too much time. So.
Oh, no, I think we're good.
I have one more question.
I'm gonna hit Jordan. Then I'm gonna run you.
So when you post to your Instagram stories,
Oh, y'all just.
do you push that same story to your Facebook, or are you doing separate stories on Facebook?
No, same.
The same.
Correct.
Have you found that impacts visibility, like by generating it on Instagram and then pushing it to Facebook?
Correct.
It does
Yes.
impact it.
Yes. In a good way.
In a good way.
In an amazing way.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got more people that watch my story on Facebook than I do Instagram, which I would have never guessed.
But you spend more time on Instagram.
Correct.
But you're not doing lives from Instagram. The lives are generated through Facebook.
Correct.
Okay.
You can do live.
And I will say, I've not figured it all out.
So
I fell at this.
can you live from Instagram and
Yes.
then have it post to Facebook as well?
No,
You can't.
I don't think so.
You can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Then I'm screwing up.
You are.
Thank you.
No, I'm asking because I don't know anything about Instagram.
Yeah. So I don't think you can, but maybe you can.
I don't think so either.
You don't think
Either
so?
one of those.
Yeah, I don't think you can, but who knows? What was your question? Did that answer your question?
Yeah. So are you only doing stories from Insta?
Yes,
So you're not posting on Insta?
I am.
You are. So
Yes.
you just lied to me.
Did I?
Yeah. I said, are you only doing stories from Insta? Because it's stories and post, right? On
I'm doing stories and post on Instagram.
Uh-huh. And all your posts on Insta are automatically going to Facebook
No,
as well?
just the stories.
Oh, man.
So you set it up so your stories can go over to Facebook.
Correct.
But you can set it up where your posts from Insta go to
I
Facebook.
can, but I don't want to. Because I use hashtags on Instagram,
Mhm.
and for
And
whatever
it looks
reason,
weird on
looks-
Facebook?
Correct. It
Okay.
looks messy to me, but that's just me.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, let's yeah.
So, do you post, like I post a lot of real estate videos of the properties and all that, and have our own little tricks that we do to get thousands of views.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do, the one thing I wish I had was more content like you're doing, because that gets old.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if somebody does send me a friend request and I scroll real quick, because I do too, I check who this person, I want them to have influence because I want proximity to more influence. If no one's engaging on their posts, I just don't accept the friend request. What's the point? I know that seems kind of selfish, but what's the point? And if it gets too boring, yeah, you're right. You'll scroll on some of these and there's no likes, there's no nothing, but I'm posting, but you're not engaging. So engage, do more Facebook Live, especially if you're getting thousands of views. Just have a call to action. As soon as I got up here, I asked for a call to action. Take my picture, hashtag proven by Ruben, you can get some for free. There should always be a call to action.
You have that personality that's outgoing, not saying that others.
I used to not. I had to learn this. I wasn't even on social media. But what I realized is no one gives a shit. No one cares. No one cares about you because they have their own life. So I don't mind messing up anymore. But I was terrible. I joined the largest church and became someone who greeted people just to learn how to talk to people. Yeah, and I was awkward as hell. But then I started realizing, oh, no one cares because they have their own life, their own kids, their own soccer games they got to make, and no one cares.
All they care is that they're standing there smiling and being nice to them.
Is there an age group that interacts better, you know, like to your videos and you know?
No, I think it's more of a mental thing,
Okay.
right? Like there's a certain
Just your tribe.
type of tribe
Yeah.
in ages and even a thing. What was your question?
Your typical, that was your stories, right?
Correct.
But as far as your post on Instagram, do you
typically go with that same, like your stories with your post?
No, the post needed a story to it, and I learned that from GoGo. And I know you may know who GoGo is with EXP. By the way, she's going to be on my Be More training on Facebook, so follow me next month, I want to say. But I learned that from her, because she went through my stuff, and she was like, what are you doing? And she's so aggressive. But she's like, what are you doing? This is terrible. And so she said, you need to tell a story with your pictures and use the right hashtags. And I've had more interaction and more people commenting because I told the story of what the picture was.
But is that real estate related or just your life related?
Yeah, just whatever I feel like I want to post in my
So
life.
basically,
Which part?
You do a story with a video that points to a picture?
If I do a post. So I was just posting and then just throwing hashtags that like, hope someone sees it. When I added more of like, so scripting really is what it, or yeah, scripting, where you actually have to be better with words and actually telling the story and keeping people engaged, and through that is something I had to learn because I didn't know how to do it. But yeah, I'll tell a story with the picture.
How about the hashtag thing? What makes you use certain hashtags? You know, my generation and older, we don't, we still call that pound.
Yeah, and I do too, but I just don't get. I just don't care, right? So like, if I know hashtags is going to bring more attention to me, then I'll use hashtags. So I wasn't too romantic if it's a pound.
What do they do though?
It drives more people. So what people want, and I used to use this on Twitter before I just jumped off of Twitter, is you can hashtag real estate Fayetteville, just to see who's doing real estate in Fayetteville, and boom, there I am because I used hashtag real estate Fayetteville. And once you turn your Instagram into a business, you can click on that picture, click on Insight, and it's going to show how many people clicked on hashtags to see your picture, and it's hundreds, and it's free.
By the way, that's a great way to connect with other agents too. If you're looking at a certain market, like you're from Orlando for a week,
Yeah.
and you want to meet some agents while you're here,
Yeah.
hashtag Orlando Real.
Which I am. I'm doing a podcast because they saw my story and they said, "Yo, you're here." I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Come to me." I was like, "Come to me. I'm in more of a badass house, and I want to show it off, right?" So they're coming here Saturday to do a podcast with me, all because I told my story.
You don't have to have anything.
I got no time, so if you want to talk to me later, let's talk.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.